Well, here we are. You got us in the kitchen again, and it's now got a very autumn feel to the weather outside, Sharon.
It's cold.
We picked our pears the other day off our tiny little pear tree. In fact, it's shorter than you, Sharon, isn't it?
My lovely hand-reared pear tree.
We had a lovely glut of pears, and we've been asked to do something with them. So, what are we doing today, Sharon?
We're going to make a pear cake.
A cake made out of pears.
With pears in it.
Let's have a look at the ingredients.
Here are the ingredients for our pear cake. 4 pears of your choice. We are using conference pears, 6 ounces or 175 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 6 ounces or 175 grams of caster sugar, 2 large eggs, half a teaspoon of almond essence, 4 ounces or 100 grams of melted butter.
Let's make a start then, Sharon. What have we got here? We've measured out our ingredients.
Yep. Here we've got 175 grams of self-raising flour.
Right, so we're just going to whack that in there.
And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Okay. In she goes.
Then it's exactly the same amount, 175 grams of sugar or caster sugar.
What are we using?
We've got caster sugar.
Caster sugar's that little bit finer grain, people.
You can just mix it in your mixer.
Yeah, you could do, yeah. But we're not using that. We've got an old bowl and spoon here, a wooden spoon.
So I'm just going to do a bit of stirring. Who likes
you like stirring, Sharon, don't you?
Who likes to stir? Apparently so.
Yeah. Okay, that's simple enough, Sharon. So the next stage is...
break the eggs. We've got 2 eggs.
Now you like breaking them into a separate glass just in case they're off.
Yeah.
We have had it before where the eggs have been off.
There's a bit of shell gone in there as well.
Right, and you can use the shell to remove the shell, can't you?
There we go.
Which is done first time. You try putting your finger in there, Sharon. It's always avoiding you, isn't it?
It runs, doesn't it? It runs with no legs.
So let's put that in there.
Another one.
That's our 2 eggs, okay.
And then we're going to also add our vanilla extract. Oh, sorry, almond extract.
You could add vanilla if you wanted to, though, couldn't you?
Which is half a teaspoon.
But pear does tend to go well with almond, Sharon. Yeah. So just going to break them up and beat them together.
Oh, you can smell the almond. Really smell the almond.
Yeah. Now, I suppose what you could use as well is almond flour in with the self-raising flour as well.
Expect so, yeah.
If you wanted to. Right, okay, what's the next stage then?
So then we're going to mix this with our melted butter.
Right, which you just put in the microwave for, how long was that?
Oh, about a minute, if that.
And how much melted butter is that?
That is 100 grams.
Okay, there you go. So that's just all going to bring everything together now. And that should give us the basis of our cake mix.
Yeah.
So in with the egg and almond essence.
So it's like... now it's become an all-in-one.
Yeah, so it's a 1 bowl mixture now, and this is where it all happens. All the magic happens in that bowl, Sharon.
You could get electric mixer if you've got one, but today I thought I'd go the old-fashioned way.
Shall treat it as exercise. So I might as well get involved as well, Shal. I'll cut the pears up for you and put them in some lemon water so they don't go brown.
Thank you.
Right, so you're going to take the pears now. Just strain that water off, which I've put them in. That's literally to stop it going brown. There's a little squirt of lemon juice in there. So we want these quite dry, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to get on the kitchen towel.
So there's our batter.
No, cake mix, not batter.
Cake batter, Shal, that's what they call it.
Yeah, but I think the fish and chips are not even
No, but that's only what's going on in your mind. That is a cake.
Fish and chips, baby.
That's a cake batter, Sharon. Right, so we're just going to take a bit of kitchen paper here.
Yeah, you want it as dry as possible.
And literally just put the...
See, look, you can see how much has come off there, look.
She's emptied that already, look. And we're just going to put them on a little piece of paper just to dry them off.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, lovely pears these are as well.
Yeah, by the way, these are conference pears, Sharon, from our garden tree. Now, we planted that tree about 10 years ago, didn't we? And it come from a garden centre in a little stick, wasn't it? In a little plastic container it come in, and we planted it, and it took off, just like the plum tree.
I'll leave that one in. I'll get another pile for this one.
So there we go. That's 4 pears in total there. So as you can see, we're just drying them off now, just to get the moisture out of them, as much as we can anyway.
So I've pre-buttered my sponge dish with a bit of butter and flour, so hopefully it doesn't stick.
Yeah, so that's just basically a silicone. That's a 7-inch silicone baby, by the way. And we found out now that with our brand new Kasori twin fry, you can get 2 of these 7-inch cake dishes in there a treat. Now, don't forget, these have got the very, very small silicone lips on them, as opposed to some cake tins, Sharon, which you've got to be aware of when you're cooking, that you don't want one with a big lip on because obviously you've got a restriction on the container size, but 2 7-inch silicone cake containers will go in there a treat.
And when I do cook this one, I'm just looking at it now and I'm going to put it in the centre and I'm going to put it on the ground zone so it's not losing shape or anything.
So one thing to note with this air fryer is that you do not need to preheat. We've got the elements on the bottom and also on the top as well. So we're going to be using, as Sharon says, the ground zone setting, and we're going to keep it in the middle. We're just taking that partition out and we're going to cook it that way so we get an even cooking. Right, okay, so that's our mix, and all she's going to do is
just cover a layer of it on the bottom.
Right, okay. Don't forget, this has got a raising agent in it.
Yeah. So
it will raise. You haven't got to be neat with this. Just plonk it in, folks. And then just spread it out to the edges of the baking container. And as you see, Sharon's changed over to a silicone tool there. It's just a little bit easier. It doesn't stick to it as readily as it does a wooden spoon.
Right, so there we go. And then all you're literally going to do is place the pears in.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right, so we've gone with probably half of that amount of pears, so we could have got away with 2 pears, but Sharon's going to do something else with these, so...
All you do then is pour your remaining mixture over the top. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't go completely to the edges because it will melt in the oven and spread about as well.
Right, so don't worry too much, folks, if it doesn't look great. Cake batter, Sharon, has a habit of levelling out, doesn't it?
I'm telling you, that will look lovely when it's done.
Right, let's put it in the centre of the air fryer.
There we go.
Again, we're taking the partition out, so in this can go now into the drawer. Now, don't forget, we haven't preheated this at all. We're using this for the first time, this Grand Zone one. The book recommends, Sharon, that we do a cake of this similar ilk at 160 degrees centigrade for an hour and 15 minutes.
That's
or an hour and a quarter.
Oven, yeah.
That's in a normal conventional fan oven.
Yeah.
Well, this thing apparently should cook it a lot quicker and a lot more efficient. So instead of 160, we could drop the temperature down to 140, do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll do it that, yeah.
And we'll try it at 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're knocking basically half an hour off the time.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to the ground zone there because we've got it stuck in the middle. We're going to put it on the bake setting because that brings both elements on, upper and lower. We're going to take it down to 140 degrees and we're going to take the time up to 50 minutes. Now that is a lot faster than a conventional oven for a cake of this type, but we'll see how it goes. Off we go. And don't forget, I know people say you can't open the door with a cake, but that's with a big glass oven door, which we're used to using because you let all the heat out. With an air fryer, if you haven't got a glass door, there's no bad thing that you can quickly open the door, shut the door and have a quick peek because all that heat is concentrated in that area, and also that the heat will heat up again literally instantly, Sharon.
Yeah.
So it's not like opening a big door on an oven like we used to do. If you haven't got glass windows like this one, no worry about it. You can still have a quick peek and shut the door quickly.
And you can on your electric. Win-win.
Yeah, win-win. So let's see if this cooks in half hour quicker at a lower temperature, which means it'll be more efficient than that big old thing over there. Right, so while we're waiting for that to cook, I said to Sharon, I'll have a go at making a couple of little crumbles, because what we've got a collection of these, you can buy these only cheap, these little foil pie tins, and I thought we could make some crumble to go in these individual portions. We did see these down our local butcher's when we went down there the other day, and he was charging £1.60 for pear crumbles. So I'm sure with these leftover pears that we've got here, we can make a couple of pear crumbles there, as you can see. Right,
Get on with it then.
Get on with it. Right, here we go. So what I'm going to do then, Sharon, I'm going to use my little workstation. There's no measuring here. Well, not serious measuring. Just have
That's
to go,
the best way.
Just have to go along with me. So I'm going to put them pears into our saucepan there. And I've got my little induction hob over here, Sharon. And all I'm going to do is turn it on. And how do you work it again? I'm going to take the temperature down a little bit. Probably about 1200 I've got that on. Because I want them pears to release a little bit of fluid. Because I'm going to be stewing them a little bit. Not fully, just to get them to release some liquid so that they can accept other ingredients. I'm going to be putting some demerara sugar in there, some
I'll
cinnamon.
get stirring because I can hear it from here.
I can hear it.
It soon sticks. Stop waffling.
Have a look in there, baby. Yeah, we don't want it to stick, as you say. I'll put nothing in there. I suppose we could loosen it off with a little bit of water, but you seem to be of the opinion that these are going to release a little bit of water.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a bit of water.
Coming in. Right.
Just put a splash in.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a splash of water in there first.
Blimey, you say that's not high?
I've turned that down to 800, by the way, just to...
Not too much.
No, not too much, I know. So if you look in there now, Shao, you can see they're just floating about a bit better now. So I'm down to 800 degrees. I'm just going to take it up again to 1000. And while they're ticking away like that, I'm going to get some brown sugar here and literally just put in probably half a tablespoon into the pear mix like that, and just stir that through. We want to create a little bit of a syrup with this, just like that, and boil them down. And then I'm also going for some mixed spice. Can you see that, Shep?
Yeah.
Some mixed spice there. And again, I'm just going to take probably a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of that.
Have you killed the right tools?
Half a teaspoon of that. Make do and mend, Sharon. Make do and mend. And just mix that through. Can you smell that already, Sharon? Sharon, hold it up to me, baby.
If they had
smelly vision, they'd love that. They would. I'll tell you.
Waft it over my way. It's all over your way.
Don't worry about that. And we've also got a little bit of cinnamon as well.
I love cinnamon.
So again, I'm only going to take a little bit. Probably quarter to half a teaspoon of that goes in as well. So we're just going to let them bubble along for a minute. And I'm going to take that down to 800 degrees and just leave that just to tick over for a minute while we sort out the crumble mix. Right, so I'm going to take some flour now. I've got some, again, this is self-raising flour here. You can use any sort of flour, I suppose. And I'm just going to put in 1 heaped, 2 heaped, 3 heaped tablespoons of flour. I'm going to take our butter, which is, this one's unsalted. So we've got half a block left there. So I'm just going to literally chop that in half.
And if I was you, I'd cube that up.
Yep. So I'm going to do what Sharon says. I'm going to cube it. Just because it's easier to manipulate there, isn't it? Right, just drop that in to our flour. And all I'm going to do now is to bring that together. Just, oh, I've left one out, Charlotte.
No, don't do that.
She's pointing her finger at me from behind the camera.
Well, I know how quickly that sticks
Right,
in that.
I'll just come over here then, quick.
I know how many times I've done things and you.
I don't know whether you can see
it.
or not. That's going all syrupy now. That little fluid in there. So they're coming down nicely.
How
so,
do they feel when you push it? Does it feel
all right,
soft?
I've taken it down to 600 now, Sharon. So
I don't think it's going to need much longer before.
no, we'll be all right. Don't worry, baby. I'm in full control.
And I was told you go like that, but you should never get it on the palm of your hand for the heat from your hands.
Okay, baby.
That was when I was at school.
So this is crumbing now.
O-level, if you remember O-levels.
O-level, Shell? I left school with nothing.
Yeah, O-level in cookery. And then once you get to the fine breadcrumbs, you add whatever you're going to add to it
Right,
next.
well, I'm nearly there now. So what I'm going to do now then is I've got these porridge oats, and I'm just literally going to throw them in there. That was a little packet that you buy. You know these single portions of porridge oats? That's what that was, folks. Quick stir over here, Shell.
I can smell it.
Right, I'm going to actually turn that off now. I don't know whether you can see that, but that liquid's gone lovely and syrupy in the bottom there. And I'm happy with how they've gone. So they're nice and semi-cooked, they are.
Al dente.
Al dente, yeah. So right, I'm just going to bring the oats through that. I'm thumbing it through, Shell, like you suggested.
You can actually stir that now once you've got to your breadcrumbs.
And now one more thing.
Your sugar.
Yeah, well, one more thing. I'm going to stir my sugar in, Shell.
Yeah.
So we're going to be using demerara sugar or brown sugar here. This is the one that's sort of thick and claggy, if you know. And all I'm going to take is a teaspoon of that, and I'm going to drop that in there. A little bit more, because it's a heaped teaspoon I'm putting in there. And literally, all I'm going to do now is literally take my spoon and literally bring that all together.
Just combine it.
So that them oats are all the way through, and the sugar.
Spices.
And spice. What else?
Spice
No, not yet, no.
Oh, it's nice to put a little.
Right, let's put a bit of mixed spice in there. There we go. There's a little bit of teaspoon in there.
Oh, that's a funny teaspoon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a mixed spice, that one, folks. See? I'm winging it, you see? So just break it all up and just slip that through like that. Now, I'm quite happy with that, Sharon.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
Well, so-so.
Don't matter. Oh, that sun's in my blinking away again, isn't it?
Sun? The sun?
It doesn't matter whether or not
That will all melt, people.
there's little bits of butter that haven't congealed, if that is a word, Sharon, I've just invented that.
Yeah.
Because they will melt into the crumble and also into the pears.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that's that done now. We're happy with our cooked pears.
Yep, I think you might even get 3.
Well, we'll
or
play
maybe
it by
4,
ear, Sharon.
I don't know, Martin.
We'll play it by ear. Now I'm going to take my spoon now, and I'm going to place some of these. Come over here, baby. Place some of these lovely
pears
that have got that lovely spice flavouring in them into the bottom.
You could have had raspberries to it, any other fruit
Well,
you
anything,
wanted
Shay, you
to.
can have
Yeah,
anything, yeah.
what you like.
Like that. There's a good portion there,
That is
Sharon.
good. I wouldn't put any more in that.
I'm going to put a couple more in, Sharon. That's the sort of mood I'm in. Right, so like that.
You could have got maybe 3 then.
Now, well, don't worry about that, Sharon. And now I'm going to take the crumble mix. Can I have a dry... Oh, it don't matter.
No,
Leave
it doesn't matter.
Does it matter? I'm going to take a dry spoon and I'm going to get our crumble mix, and I'm just going to ease that in there, look, Shell.
Yeah.
Like that. Now, don't worry about them little lumps of butter on there. Can you see that, Shell? Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's going to go fantastically well when it all comes together. And look at that.
Well done.
I'm happy with that.
Good.
So there's one created. That is a lovely little crumble. So I'm going to go ahead now, do exactly the same with another one. There should be enough for another one here. Just plonk them in there like that. In fact, I won't mess about, Shell. I'll tip it in there. Makes life a little bit easier, doesn't it? Because that will take some of that lovely pear flavoured liquor in there as well. There's probably 2 pears here, Shell, aren't there?
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's that lovely syrup in there as well, folks. Look at that, look. Absolutely lovely. And now I'm going to take some more of that crumble, almonds, all that lot in there. I'm going to just drop that on there like that. Just in there, look. Put plenty of crumble on. Just pat it down a little bit. And I think you'll find that that will be superb. Now, I'm not going to just finish it there, Shell. I'm just going to get a little pinch. This helps, look. Just to put a little bit of brown sugar on the top like that. Just to cream it up a little bit. And same with that one, Shell. Look, you're watching, Shell. This is me at work here now. There you go. And they are ready to go in the air fryer as a little optional extra. Okay then, so let's get the other air fryer on the go. This one's the Kasori twin drawer one with the glass doors and the lights inside. So let's just turn it on for the minute. We'll take the drawer out, and we should be able to get both of these, Sharon, in the one drawer. Look, come down here nearer, baby.
I know that because I use them for my Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah, so here we go. Look, plenty of room in there with them ones. So let's put that in there like that. Right, okay, so let's put this air fryer on now. We're going to put it on the bake setting. We're going to leave the temperature at 160, but we're going to change the time down to probably 18 minutes, I think. We'll give that a go. We don't want the preheat on, we don't want the shake on, and off she goes. So that hopefully should be all right, but don't forget we've got the drawer lights and the glass doors on this one, so we can actually see as the time progresses how it's cooking. Now don't forget, your air fryer might be different than the one we got, so you'd have to open the door and have a quick check to make sure that you've got the right temperature and times to see if it's cooking. And that's a little optional perk we've made out of these little pears we've grown in the garden. How about that?
Lovely.
Okay, Sharon, we're back. It is 50 minutes later. We did have a peek halfway through, and obviously it was still cooking okay, so we just left it to go for the full 50 minutes. And let's have a little look now. Oh, there we go. Look at that, look. Now, can we have a little probe of that, Sharon, just to see if it's cooked in the middle? You know that if it pushes in and pulls out and it's not got anything on it, you know it's cooked all the way through. That is clean all the way through. So we're going to let that stand it to one side now, just to cool off for a minute. And in that time, Sharon, my little things have cooked in 12 minutes. And look at them. Yeah. We've let them cool down a little bit now, so we should be able to lift them out, Sharon, individual portions. Can you see how them the oats have toasted on the top, and that brown sugar has crystallised on there, and that will give that an absolutely lovely crumb, Sharon.
It's crunch, not
crunch. Yeah, well, it's a crumb that crunches, Sharon.
Okay.
So let's let these cool down. Now, I don't think we're going to be eating them, shall are we?
No.
But we can put them in the freezer. You could probably freeze them and just reheat them when you need them.
I know Charlotte will, and Frank, or Jimmy.
So we won't be eating them, but that was just a little extra perk for you there, folks, that we made using these little pie cases with the leftover bit of pears there. We've still got loads of pears left, but we'll let the cake cook.
Cut up a load of pears already and put them in the freezer in bags.
Right, so you've actually processed them already. So we'll let that cake cool down a little bit. We'll get it out of there, put it on a tray, and we'll come back to you, and perhaps we can experience a taste test. Oh, one thing I think we ought to do, Sharon, because we've never used this for baking before, we better show people if the underneath is actually cooked and how well it's cooked. So let me turn it over. Right, so let's just have a look underneath, people. Now I'm going to take this, put a plate over the top here. This is our silicone container, obviously. I'm just going to flip it over, and I can feel it's fallen straight out, Sharon. Come on, let's have a look. Let's have a look together and see if this is cooked underneath. Oh, look at that, Sharon. Oh my God, that's perfect. Look at that, look. What a fantastic sponge. And as you can see, the browning underneath there, that is because the air fryer has been cooking from underneath. There's no soggy bottom there at all.
Oh, you don't want a soggy bottom.
Get me another plate, Sharon, and I'll turn it over the right way. Flip it back over, baby. And there it is, folks. There's our lovely little pear cake there. Which I suppose, is it okay to cut into, or shall we let it go?
Do you know, that'd be nice with custard, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, baby. Do you want it cut in now, or shall we wait till it cools down a bit more?
I love a warm cake, so I'm going to try a bit while it's warm.
Right, get your knife, get your knife. Come around here, come down here, baby. Let's cut this out for you. Cut a section out there for you, look. I'm going to probe it. Oh, don't forget we'll have some lovely...
It's mainly like cement.
We'll have some lovely cake pears in here. It's lovely, well cooked. It's well cooked, Sharon. Right, let me try and ease that out now. I should have a cake slice here, but let's have a little look, Sharon, when we lift it up.
Oh, look, you can see the pears in there.
Oh, look at that, Sharon. That looks absolutely fantastic. Let me put that down there for you. Now, as you say, what would go lovely there, Sharon, is a lovely bit of cream over the top of that, maybe.
Custard.
A bit of custard. That would look absolutely lovely. Here she goes. Look, she's been waiting for this. Right, come on in.
2 bits of pear around there, look.
Come on in, Sharon.
It smells lovely.
Taste test, let's cut into it.
And I love warm cake.
It's look how fluffy that is. Look how light and fluffy it is. Take it in, Shell.
Smell the almond.
Take it in.
My mouth's watering.
Hey, Shell, like a little child, open the tunnel, let the train go in. Oh, go on. Let me know. It's still warm, isn't it? What is that like?
You've got crunch off the top.
Oh, you've got the crunch.
And the pear.
Go on.
It's so hot and moist.
Oh, I love that word. Hot.
And that cake is very, very light, people.
There you go. Just look at that, look. That pear running through there, coming from the garden, Sharon, normally gets left to rot on the floor with the dogs eating it.
But the almond as well.
You can taste the almond essence in there as well.
On the top, we could have put some cinnamon and sugar on the top.
You could have done, yeah.
Yep.
That's for people to experiment with.
Yeah.
So there you go, people. Some fantastic garden treats, which normally go to waste in our house, definitely. And I'm sure the family can enjoy these. And I think Nicola from the Ragged Apron even wanted to taste a bit of Sharon's pear cake. So we'll be taking a little section of that down to her. These little crumbles, as I said, we've seen them on sale locally for about £1.60. And we, again, just odds and ends we've had in the kitchen. That was my little contribution, and they look absolutely superb. An ideal portion for one with a bit of custard on, a bit of cream, or even a bit of ice cream, Sharon.
Oh, you've got to make this cake, people.
There you go. All in the Kasori.
Oh, it's lovely.
Twin fry, air fry with the bottom elements. We used the ground zone, just put it in the middle, and it turned out half an hour quicker than the book stated, and also on a lower temperature as well. It was supposed to be 160 degrees centigrade. We did it 140 and it come out perfect. Don't be frightened to open the drawer quickly and have a quick peek. If you haven't got glass doors on, it doesn't matter. It will heat up quickly. It's a concentrated zone. And there you go. Don't forget, folks, if you haven't seen any of our other recipes, do have a look for our playlist of our cooking videos, of air fryer videos, slow cookers, pressure cookers, all that sort of stuff. And also have a look at our weekend vlogs where you can see us on holiday. You can see us taking you around the country, trying different things out and what we get up to in our daily life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.
Bye.
Oh, what a lovely pear you've got, Sharon.
Oh, it's amazing.